Finally, the Forbidden West. We're here. Thank you for your patience as I took forever to get out here. I hope you enjoyed part 7. Really excited for part 8. I will give you all on YouTube the same heads up that I gave the people on Twitch, which is that I do intend to do a lot of side questing. My play style tends to be I will do as many side quests as I can before I re-engage the main storyline. I hope that you will hang out with us through those. You never know what kind of amazing types of analyses can come out of the side quests. So I hope that you'll enjoy the chill vibes. Throw me on in the background. Check out the analysis on the certain things that happened to us. We had a period in time in Zero Dawn where we did a lot of this exploration, and I enjoyed immensely. So if you're like itching for me to get to the main quest line, I'll get there when I can, but I do want to explore a bit. So leave a like, leave a comment, follow the links down in the description, and let's enjoy part 8 and see what it's got to offer us. So we've got salvage. I got a bunch of salvage contracts to do, and I do want to get that stuff. And we have some side quests to do. I am actually, we are probably going to go back there at some point to go talk to him about. But let's do some salvage contracts. Holy shit. All right. Well, so I need to get, okay, so that's interesting. Where's this one? Oh, snap. All right. Well, we're going to go back up here then, because I'm going to go turn this into the willing guy. And then we'll work our way back. Willing greater than studious. Indeed. All right, let's see what he's got to say about what we found.
So, you've returned from the west. Any luck?
The bristlebacks were being penned by Tenakth rebels on the other side of the mountains. Ulvin's explosives opened up a sinkhole, dropping them into the tunnels.
Which they followed to the mine and out into the Daunt.
Right. Aside from the rebels, if anyone is to blame for the bristlebacks, it's Ulvin.
Radiant beams of the sun. And all this time he was pointing the finger at us. Hey, bring Ulvin here. Petra, too.
Oh, this ought to be fun. Oh, boy. Ha!
Summoned like a blasted ale winch. You best be meaning to put pen to parch.
Are the Carja going to sign the concession?
What? Why is she here?
I live here too, lugnut. So what's this about?
Thanks to the Savior, the sun has shown the truth on the bristleback incursion. Tenakth rebels were keeping pens of machines on the other side of the mountains. A sinkhole swallowed them, releasing them into the underground tunnels that led east and out into the Daunt.
So it was an accident. But let us not forget that it was the Carja.
I'm not done. The sinkhole only formed due to your unauthorized blasting in the southern mine, Ulvin. You are responsible for the machine rampage, the workers we lost, the destruction the bristlebacks caused. All of it.
My dear magistrate, has your precious son baked your senses? I would never give such an order without first consulting you.
Evidence says otherwise. Aloy found the shipping manifest in the mine. You skirted the laws of the Sundom, Ulvin. All for a few extra shards.
Greedy as ever. And you almost drowned your other miners. And sent that oversized tool over there to intimidate a bunch of refugees.
I demand an official investigation. I won't be the victim of some...
Woo-wee! Okie dokie. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not even going to try to go into the legal proceedings that are going to come along with this, but I do want to talk a little bit about the psychological aspect of what's happening here for Ulvin, because he's in a terrible spot. People get married to the stories they tell themselves. They do. And you would think, as any of us would, that when a person is presented with evidence that shows clear involvement in something that you're aware of, that a person would shut up and take their licks. And maybe even acknowledge, okay, yeah, I messed up. Let's figure out how to make this right. Which is something that he absolutely could do here. Ulvin could be like, hey, yeah, I screwed some shit up. Let's figure out how to make this right. I want to make sure that, I want to make sure that I can tell my side of the story. I understand that there's an impact on the stuff that happened, but let me work with you to understand what happened. But our aversion to excommunication from the group and to shame as humans can really backfire, which is something that I mean no pun intended when I say that the backfire effect is a very powerful tool, or not tool, very, very powerful concept that happens for people when they are very much married to a narrative and are presented with contrary evidence or even like story, which is that people would rather attempt to save face than admit that they're wrong. This has very heavy implications politically. Because a lot of times people will take certain stances on things, and then when they are presented with information to the contrary, rather than say, oh, okay, I guess you're right, they will often double down on their own notions. They will find ways to assimilate the new information and the evidence to the contrary into their story that they already have. Because we are afraid oftentimes that if we admit that we're wrong, that the group will cast us out. And from a deep survival perspective, that's not great. So what we're seeing here with Ulvin as he scrambles to try to figure out how to navigate the fact that he has been presented with all this information, we're watching Ulvin do this. He's doubling down. Now, what's scary about this is that you can essentially talk yourself into an alternative reality the longer you marinate in your own narratives. Ulvin could very well believe that everything that he is trying to present and all of his intentions are in fact the truth. Like, he very well could be so deeply entrenched in that he has lost sight of reality. Which again is why we want to focus on the impact of his actions rather than his intentions. And it's a sad thing when it happens. And sometimes it can be a dangerous thing, depending on how much power a person has that they can wield in a moment as an attempt to save face. So I just want to give a little bit of context for what's happening here. Of like, if you're sitting here going like, dude, Ulvin, give it up, man. You're caught red-handed. Most people aren't going to do that.
Carja scheme.
Certainly. We'll conduct a thorough inquest into everything. The bristlebacks, the mine, the refugees. Every business deal you ever put your name to.
Well, that's not necessary, is it? What if I just return to the claim?
Oh, well, that would save the crown the cost.
Of course. I'll be on my way as soon as I wrap up some previous commitments, tie up some loose ends. After all, the welfare of Chainscrape's people in a transition like
Nope,
this...
you're leaving right now. Chainscrape will be just fine.
You think she can run this scourged out forged dump?
There it is.
Ha! Knock yourself out.
Get out!
Oh, don't want you, don't need you.
Boo! Oh, don't trip, bud. Boo.
Get off me.
Mud looks good on you, Ulvund.
As the sun.
All right. I am not here to be the arbiter of truth on what I'm going to say here. All right. So this is just one perspective. It's one that's going to maintain a bit of a space of neutrality. Bear with me, because these are the tough moments. Like, I've gotten a lot of comments on previous playthroughs about how talking through these types of moments is meaningful to people. So I really want to make sure that I do it. There are a couple of camps that you could take on the way that this has been handled. And I'm not talking about the legal stuff, like whether he should be imprisoned or let go, whatever. I don't care about that. There is one camp of folks that would say that this dude deserves every single thing he's going to get here. That if people want to throw stones at him and trip him and call him names and berate him and just be relentlessly mean to him, as a way to make his, don't let the door hit you on the way out, that is perfectly legitimate, and it is a consequence of his actions, and he earned that type of disrespect. And that the reality is, if he had not gotten caught, he would have continued to treat people as if they're garbage and as if they don't matter. And that his cruelty was maybe more nefarious, but also not as obvious. And so that being mean to him for the sake of being mean to him, though cathartic for the people that it's happening to, well, or that catharsis is perfectly legitimate. Like, feels good to talk shit, rub dirt on his face, kick him in the ass a little bit, and let him leave feeling like a ashamed asshole. There is another camp that would say he doesn't deserve that. That underneath all of this, Ulvund was acting the way that he was acting for a reason. Whether that was self-serving, whether it started out for a good reason or whatever, that what he was doing for a reason. It's a reason that he felt was legitimate, and that no human deserves to be degraded, tripped, spit on. No matter how bad their crimes are, there's still a human there. And that the folks in the town treating him that way are not actually going to experience any long-term catharsis. Only a little short-term burst of power, because now they can get one over on a guy who just went from the top to the bottom. Where do I fall on that? I generally believe that if you hold people in high regard and you respect them and you look out for them and you do your best and you're willing to lean in and work with people and acknowledge your faults, acknowledge the ways that you hurt, show actively that you've learned from your mistakes, walk the walk, you don't have to worry about this kind of thing happening. Like, you don't have to worry about people spitting on you on your way out of town. You don't have to worry about additional social ramifications that come along with the consequences of your actions. That if this guy finds that he's guilty of this, if this guy still treated them with respect, they probably wouldn't spit on him on the way out. They may even try to advocate for him. They may even try to help him pack his bags. That he absolutely could have been the leader that the town needed. He was in a position to be able to leverage that for good. And that had he done that, he wouldn't have to worry about this. Do I believe that all the people in the town control their actions and can decide whether spitting on them and tripping them is a good idea? Yeah, they can do that. But he opens himself up to that kind of consequence by being a jackass and by screwing people over, getting people killed, doing everything in the name of profit, trying to seduce people into the idea that what he has to offer is more important and valid than their drained experience that is the consequence of all the bullshit that he's pulling. So I'm all for being empathic, but you also have a problem to solve here. It's a complex one, and I do believe that there are consequences to our actions, both interpersonally, legally, and otherwise. And so if this guy has cultivated a vibe where people have been legitimately hurt by his actions and they want to see him fall in the dirt and experience some shame and feel like shit as even a sliver of the percentage that they experienced, I'm not going to fault them for that either. It's complicated. It's not easy. I do believe that people should be treated with respect. Their humanity should be honored. Would Olvin do the same? The better question is, has he done that? You know, you can extend olive branches, but if a person keeps burning the olive branches, at some point you're the idiot. But people are going to have different opinions on this, and I'm here to say that wherever you fall on this is not necessarily right, nor is it wrong. It just is. People are going to have different reactions to this moment. And I would invite anybody watching this right now to reflect on what are your personal experiences that are contributing to the way in which you process what just happened. Because I'm sure there are some people that are cheering and they're like, yeah, this is great. Let him fall in the dirt. Trip him. There are other people that are like, you know, you don't got to be that cruel. It's bad enough that he's got to leave. Ask yourself what prior experiences in your own life are contributing to whether you empathize with Olvin there, or whether you empathize with the town, or whether you sit in the fence. And you might learn a little bit about yourself.
Sun burns away shadow. Thank you for that, Aloy.
Oh, he had it coming.
Here, please accept this token of gratitude. You've done the Sundom and my sanity a great service. And I believe we have some matters to discuss.
Guess we do. Not the most pleasant boots to fill, but I'll wear them. All thanks to you, Flamehair.
Okay. Chainscrape will be better off with Petra in charge.
Agreed. I hope. In general, life can it cause harm psychologically to a person who chooses to pursue retaliation against people who have wronged them? Depends. It can, but will it? Not necessarily.
Oh, this'll really boil their broth. I'll add a sprinkle of chili to their desserts. How perverse.
All right, dude. Do your thing.
Where's your ale?
Petra's like, you know what? Now that I gotta leave this place, I'm gonna get wasted.
Making sparks fly out there?
Whoa, wait, I don't get any dialogue?
See you until next time.
Bummer. All right.
Alvin said no one could clear up.
All right, so let's get these chargers done, and then we'll go to the scroungers. Yeah, good shit. You have any thoughts on how common it is for people in this world to refer to Aloy by making reference to her hair color? That is something that makes her stand out amongst basically every single crowd she's in. We are equipped to notice anomalies in our environment, including people. So what makes her different is something that helps people identify her, and these people are just vocalizing the thing that they see that immediately is associated to Aloy. It's really like no different than you know, if you're a person that doesn't look anything like the people that generally populate a particular area, and then you walk around in that area, people are going to look, because we're primed to spot that kind of anomaly. Because when we live in homogenous areas, our brain doesn't have to really think as much. So when Aloy shows up in this town and you've never seen red hair before, and you see somebody with red hair, that's a novel experience, and you're primed to take interest in that and try to figure it out to see if potentially it's something that's risky. In this case, it's just something that people have now used as a marker to identify her. You know, whether Aloy likes that or not is up to her to communicate to people, but it makes complete sense why people would refer to her that way. And I don't think they do it in like a mean way. They just do it as like this is a thing that I absolutely associate with how unique you are to the environment.
The contract mentioned should be close by. There are the chargers. If I can take a few of them down, it should lure in the scrappers I'm looking for. Just need to take down a few more. Right on schedule.
Look at them. That's so cool that they like come in here and they're like, yo, let's get this stuff done. Let's eat these.
I'll take my chances. That's one.
There we go. 2.
That should do it.
3.
Time to take these parts back to Larend.
Nice. All right. And so now we make our way down there. It's a shame I had to kill all those chargers, because it would have been nice to ride one. But whatever. Actually, I could probably... Should have bought more. Love how fast this loads.
I must be close to the machine site Larend's contract mentioned.
And you all thought we were going to stay out west.
Scroungers, just like Larend said. I need their antennas. If I shoot them off without getting spotted, everything should go smoothly. Acid will eat right through that metal.
Okay, so that's the antenna. Okay.
It's an antenna!
All right.
I hit it!
Yeah, there he is. God damn it. God damn it.
That's all of them. Now to pick up some antennas. One antenna here. Just need one more of these.
All right. Let's go get it.
I should take these antennas back to Larend when I get a chance.
Yo, what up, raccoon? Give me your... God damn it. I don't want bones. I want pelts. What is Straggler's Shade? I think... Didn't I go... Oh, I went in here, right? Because this is where the... Oh, yeah, this is where those dudes were. Oh, yeah, I forgot I have this thing now. Woo! Yeah. Alright. Let's go here.
Oh, perfect timing, Huntress.
What's up? Yeah, you like how I just showed up in the campfire like that?
Got all the parts you wanted.
Now what do you need?
I see your reputation as a hunter is well earned. Here's your payment.
Thank you.
Looks like you've got everything you need to make your armor now.
Actually, our scouts spotted a fanghorn nearby. Spews fire like a blazing forge. If I had it, my armor could resist an inferno. What do you think?
I'll check the details later, see if I can track it down.
You won't regret it.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna need to buy some fast travel packs from you then, buddy.
Good call.
Yeah, I know.
I promise. These are the...
Following contract is bestowed by crew of Salvage Unlimited. Salvagers hereby engages the recipient hunter to provide the following services. The hunter will hunt down and salvage the fanghorn spotted by the marked riverbank. Scouts have failed to chase down this machine due to its great speed. The salvagers recommend finding a way to outrun it. The hunter understands that accepting this contract involves inherent risks, including physical and/or psychological injury, pain, suffering, disfigurement, temporary or permanent paralysis, and/or death. I will strike a hammer to your success, Laren.
last parts will need...
Oh, gee, Aloy! What do you think you're gonna get from that fanghorn, Aloy?
How fares the hunt?
Still working on it. I should get going.
Good luck finding that fanghorn. This new salvage, I can finally start working on the armor.
Okay. Oh, that's way down here. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, look at that. It's right there. Hell yeah. Let's go. Elusive fanghorn. Salvage could give his armor an edge. Find details. Okay, so we're gonna have to scan it.
I see machine tracks. Might be the fanghorn I'm looking for.
Ooh.
There's a lot of different machine tracks here. I'm gonna need my focus to tell them apart.
Enemies are too close. Come on, guys!
Okay, here we go
Keep
then.
it down! Oh my god.
Maybe I should find those fanghorn tracks before I head out.
Yeah, Aloy, I'd love to, but these dipshits keep attacking people over here. Yeah, you're welcome. Don't ever let that shit happen by a track site again. God, I can only look at tracks in the sand when it's dead quiet.
No luck. These tracks were made by a charger.
Oh, jeez.
Found the fanghorn tracks.
God damn it.
Trail looks fresh too. My focus should help me follow it. There you are. Let's see where you lead.
Get out of here. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. This Fanghorn's gonna be... Is that it?
A fanghorn that breathes fire. I think I found Laren's new friend. I'm gonna have to take it down. And it's gone. Let's try that again.
God. Every hunting
stay
game
still
you
for me,
ever
huh?
play, these stupid ass deer, man.
I'll catch you eventually.
Don't, yeah, there you go, Aloy. Yell at it. That's a great idea. Hey, I make noise and then it runs away. I'll get you! I'll whoop your ass! Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. All right, you stupid ass
It's
horse.
about to get loud.
No, not gonna matter. Can't ride you. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is a disaster.
That's a lot of lance horns.
Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, Aloy. Come on. Oh, God. This is going to take me this whole goddamn stream. There we go. How are you not dead?
Ha! Gotcha! Whew. Now I need to get those parts for Laren. That should be enough salvage for Laren's armor. Just have to take it back to his camp.
All right. Good Lord. Laren, my boy. Everybody's like, damn, Aloy must be like the best hunter in the world. Meanwhile, she yells at her prey. Treat every piece of prey as if it is a black bear.
Over here, Aloy.
Here's that fanghorn you wanted. Most of it, anyway.
Yes, this is it. This will make my armor truly stand out. Unless maybe
yeah.
I can add.
It's about time you got started, isn't it?
You're right. Can't make the perfect armor if I never light the forge. Thank you, Aloy. Maybe you'll come back around when Karuf does. See me win that prize?
I can try.
Aloy, are you looking to buy some salvage?
I'm looking to buy that armor you've been making, big dog. Come on. I love that I update this despite never using it. Okay, so he's done. Maybe we'll see him win something. We got a little unknownsy up here, so let's go get it. All right. I like that though. You can't make armor unless you light the forge. Let that be a lesson to everybody that discipline starts with the first step. Cause he's damn right. Like he could procrastinate the shit out of that armor forever. No, Aloy. Like, I got you a lot of shit. Ooh. A cave. God damn it. I want to know how to kill those. There's so many of them. Okay, blocked path. I do like that there is a campfire by basically everything. See what that is. We gotta go see what the... Ooh, there's a ruin down here. Hell yes. Dude, there's so much stuff to do here. It's awesome. Alright. What do we have here?
An old world ruin. I wonder what's inside.
Ooh, hi.
If it isn't the hero of the day. Sure, I'm glad you came by when you did.
Are you all Delvers?
We've been working No Man's Land for a while. I was hoping to get back to Barren Light by the time they opened the gates, you know? After that embassy of theirs. Seeing as how we almost got minced to pieces just now, I'm guessing things didn't go so well.
You could say that.
It's not like No Man's Land was safe to begin with. But I didn't think I'd have to worry about the Sanak, the neutral territory. And now, they're riding machines.
If you were headed back to Barren Light, why did you stop here?
We ran across some ruins nearby. Thought we'd take a gander, find some good salvage. But the place is full of weird red crystals. Can't get through this stuff. So we ended up making camp here. First thing tomorrow, though, we head straight to Barren Light. Should probably send a message to our crew down at Jagged Deep about all this, too.
Jagged Deep?
It's a dig site by this big lake down south. Old world scrap everywhere. Can't miss it. And that's my cue. Here. Thanks for helping us out. Maybe I'll get into more trouble and see you around.
Well, let's hope not.
Alright, let's look at this relic rune. What did she give us? Money? I don't need your smoke bomb. I don't need that shit. Alright. These are sweet. I really like the last one, so I'm kind of hoping this one's just as good.
Maybe there's another way in.
Always another way in, Aloy. We established this in Zero Dawn.
Okay, let's see what we can find around here. An old world relic. How do I get in there to get it? Red crystals growing on the wall. I don't think there's anything I can do about them.
Oh man, am I really blocked out from red crystals? I gotta get this red crystal nonsense figured out.
Well, without a way to get through those red crystals, there's not much I can do.
Boo!
I better move on for now.
Also, you know what I love? Some of these have, or at least I thought some of these have benches where I can make time. Oh, I can fast travel directly from bonfires. Well, that's good. You could do that in Zero Dawn, DrMick! You didn't know that. You would if you let us spoil stuff for you. Okay. I'm getting in here no matter what.
This crate might be useful. I need to back up again.
Oh, that wasn't in Zero Dawn? Okay. Get in there. Get in there, Aloy. More red crystals. Oh, no. Ah, boo. Lame. Alright, so we'll deal with that later then, I guess. Let's go up over here. See what this beautiful land has to offer us. Boy, with how integrated Petra is into this game, it's really a bummer I didn't talk much to Petra in Zero Dawn, isn't it? What do we have here? Yo, yeah, oh God. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, what are you doing, Ryan? Oh, God. Use the door, bro. There we go. Ooh, what have we here?
Must be somewhere I can get rid of those vines. But how?
Light them on fire. New text log. RCI report. Strategic assessment. January 11th, 2066. Data corrupted. Recon predicts contact with the Wichita salient in 27 hours. 7 Horus units detected in the first wave. News from the west is just as bad. Last stragglers from Kalmar are in. Loss is estimated at 93%. And there's been no further contact from the Reno remnant. RC-1 assumes it's been wiped out. So that's it. We're the last days of the last city. Swear to God, sir, I'm no coward, but I'd pack my bags and head for the hills if there were anywhere left to go. Ugh, man. What awful, shitty nightmare of a scenario. No? Oh, shit! Wait a second. No, never mind. I thought Dudesky gave us something. Special gear. Okay. So
I'll give up the hunt soon enough.
I'm sure we will learn how to get rid of vines at some point, so good to know. Missing tool. I love that it tells you that a missing tool is needed. That makes me so happy. Oh, man. Oh, is this Lake Mead? I'll bet that's Lake Mead. This is gonna be Vegas. And I am here for it. Oh, shit. Mama's home. Wow. I did not know that I could do that. That was awesome.
I'll stash this away for later. That worked.
It's amazing every time that it does, Aloy. Cannot believe she possesses the strength to rip down brick walls. Alright, spooky time. There's a Rolex and a Casio in that box.
What's in here?
Oh boy. Better not be another red flower. Damn it.
It looks like this was a Karja fort. Might have been abandoned when the Tenakth pushed the Karja army back to Barren Light. Might be worth looking around.
Indeed.
Not much I can do about those vines for now. Vines from a metal flower. It doesn't look like it's blocking the way up, though.
Indeed. Get over here. Can't use the door. Gotta do it the hard way.
I can't reach up there. I need to find something to stand on.
You mean like a metal block that's gonna be conveniently located in a space where I can do that?
A lot of rotting wood here. Something heavy might break it down.
Yeah? Like something that's just conveniently floating above it? Yes.
There we go.
Hey! What do you know?
Better try further back.
Can't just grab it and pull it. Yeah. Dude, Aloy is strong as an ox. It is unreal what she is capable of. All that for 2 shards and a brick. Worth it. A brick of what? 2 shards and a brick of cocaine. What awaits us?
This stuff looks Tenakth. Oh, there's nothing useful.
Ooh, wait a second.
Spellcaster won't work on that.
Wait a second. How's your girl get up there? Maybe I could throw that big block up here. There, wait a minute. What? There's absolutely a way to get up there. Has to be. There's no way this is there's no way this is it. Oh! I have to try. Oh. Ah!
This'll break my fall.
That's really gonna bother me. Oh god. Oh, what's going on over there? Holy hell. Like that's like a counterweight of some kind. Oh. Just... God damn it. I really hope this isn't something stupid that I just haven't figured out. Oh! There's no way this is this is not what it says supposed to happen here. I don't even think there's anything up there. I'll figure you out at some point. Stupid tower. Wait, there's a quest to get here. Wait a minute. Oh, that's across the river. Okay. Let's do it. That sense of accomplishment up there. That's right. That's right. Darth Vader gets unlocked with 80,000 credits up there. Because you worked hard. Thanks, EA.
Be welcome, Outlander.
We're agreeing with them. Better than sticking around a bunch of elders.
What's up, dude?
You told me they were the best delving crew in the claim.
You told me we'd be drowning in artifacts.
Well, I found this, didn't I?
It's a tray.
By the sun, man! Not even the most accomplished crafters of Meridian could pull off such symmetry. I wonder what the old ones served on it. Appetizers? Seafood?
It's a tray! Who are you?
Rushavid? You wouldn't recognize the sun if it hit you in the face. This is the savior of Meridian, the one who sees the unseen. You've come for them, haven't you?
Them?
The relics! The lake is full of them. Something big happened here in ancient times.
You mind if I take a look?
Is that an ET NES cartridge? They found the ancient burial site in the middle of the desert, and now we've got ET cartridges that have been unearthed.
That's a lot of data.
Oh, wow.
Should we be sending for a healer?
Yeah, they don't know that they can't see what she can see, so she just looks like she's doing this to the air.
Whatever this is, it all points to something called a mobile cover system.
Oh, you mean a cover for the tray?
No. More like something that could come handy in a fight. Where did you find this?
The dig site,
Which is now crawling with machines. And unless they magically disappear, we are leaving.
Don't you want to find out what actually happened here?
Easy silence.
Maybe we still can. So you got attacked by machines at your dig site?
It was horrifying. When we arrived, the site seemed as calm as a gentle breeze. I saw a glint in the water and waded in. It was the tray. I was so enamored with it, I didn't even see the machines closing in. I barely escaped with my life.
I was there. You actually had a pretty good head start on them.
Easy for you to say, gawking from a safe distance. In any event, I had hoped the Oseram would deal with them. They're supposed to be the best delving crew in the claim.
Instead, all they do is moan about hazard pay. Ha! Not a chance unless we can find some booty to cover my investment.
The Karja Corpos are not pleased by the workman rights that the Osram have become accustomed to. Oh no, boo-hoo.
There's plenty of ruins in the east. Why come all the way out here to look for artifacts?
Ah, well, while my colleagues scour the same old ruins, I intend to blaze a new trail. Loquacious Gendas, the first scholar to discover the secrets of the West. Why,
Loquacious.
I'll be as famous as the great scribe Aram.
You don't seem to share his optimism.
I sell artifacts to nobles. Ideally, trinkets that are a little more glamorous than seafood trays.
You can be so boorish.
Somebody's got to pay for expeditions like these, and so far we haven't found anything that'll cover my costs.
What drew you to this place in particular?
Every good expedition starts with a rumor. When the Tenakth chased our forces out of the west, returning soldiers described this lake, rife with signs of the ancients. I knew as soon as I heard the tales that its waters promised a bounty of artifacts.
A promise that hasn't been kept, at least so far.
Those who are patient will be rewarded with sunlight when clouds pass.
Where's this dig site? Seems like the best place to start if I'm gonna follow up on this mobile cover system. Maybe I can figure out what actually happened here.
The site is just behind us, up the lake to the west. I knew it was no coincidence our paths crossed, Savior. Imagine what stories you'll bring us once you search the lake with your second sight.
Hopefully just the truth.
The sun has truly shined upon us this day.
Parakarja academics seek to return to the dig site so they may continue their search for relics and the truth of what happened in the ancient past. I'm down. Level 22. Show on the map. Hell yeah, I'm going over there. Kidding me? Absolutely. I need to know what Mr. Loquacious
Walked past Thurless old shop and tripped over one of his stupid
is trying to get his hands on. Ooh.
Well, I hope a bristleback tripped him up.
How's the weather? Scroll, a letter from home. Braga, furnace of my heart, the forge isn't the same without your laughter. But I know you're doing this to find the shards we need. Little Eartha says we should spend them on making the forge as big as the sky. I got her a small mallet so she can pretend to make her own things. Elgrin took it from her. As you know, he's not a man who believes in forge wives. He wasn't as brave talking to me like that. I got the mallet back. Elgrin should have bigger concerns. The town is flooded again. So many trees have been turned to fire in the forges that the hills are as bald as my grandpa. There's my gramps. There have been mudslides and floods all down the valley. Vildga says we should be replanting, that the forest will bind the soil and give us lumber in the future. But Elgrin says they must use our time to build the flood walls higher. He's the elderman, so what else can we do? The others might not listen to Vildga, but she is earning a grudging respect. She made a pump to bail out the waters. Now they're selling well across the claim wherever there's flooding. Eartha follows her around day or night, always asking questions. I hope you're staying safe from the storms in your camp. Earth that misses you so much. The fires in me burn for your return. Bergrenda.
Oh yeah, sure. Get around it.
We just like read somebody's diary.
Just what we needed. Reason to stay in this sun-forsaken place.
All right, friends. I am off to go to that site.
That's right. Just barrel through a stranger.
But we got. Ooh, what is that? A hippo?
Frost ammo won't hurt it much.
A wide maw. Whoa. That's a hippopotamus. Sky drifter.
If only I could have escaped with more relics.
Nothing wrong with a little
We
danger.
should go to that dig site Gentis mentioned. Clear out those machines and look clean.
Dude, look at all this stuff down here. I'm a hip-hop-anonymous. My lyrics are bottomless. Is that Flight of the Conchords? Yeah.
These must be the machines that Gendas and Rashavid were talking about.
You'll never get me up here. Shoot you right in the ass. Yes. Give me your treats. Shut up. Shut up. Don't tell your friends. Shut up.
All clear. Doesn't look like there's much here. But these ruins fall off into the water. Won't be able to dive too deep, though. I should take a look at the ruins under the water. See if I can find any clues.
Give me a second, Aloy. I want to enjoy the scenery for a second. See what kind of stuff's out here. How far down do I gotta go? Oh boy, we're going way down. Oh boy. Nope. Go up. Oh god, go up! Ah!
There's something jammed in that console underwater.
Oh.
But I can't hold my breath long enough to yank it out.
God damn it. Sure I can. Sure I can. Come on, Aloy. Oh boy. Get in there. Get in there, Aloy. God damn it. Ah, go up. Up. Abort. Abort. Ooh. I don't actually know what console she's referring to under there. As the marker goes away. 40 feet now. Okay, so that is it. But, oh, I see. I have to go. Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to get something that lets me breathe underwater. So it seems. Alright. So I guess we have to deal with that later then. So maybe we do need to make... So, Clip's hideout coordinates all the way over there. Aloy heads to the location of the coordinates to recover from the spire. Silence is leading her somewhere, but the stage's motives are as mysterious as the new land she must cross. Go to the coordinates recovered from the spire. Alright, well. Alright. I guess we're gonna make our way over there then. It seems like a lot of these side questy things are stuff that I can't do until I get certain tools. Yeah, you think my arms are strong. How about my lungs? I really hope the Hoover Dam's in this. Oh, shit!
It's some kind of drone. Is it watching over this?
That's a big-ass machine over there. That's huge. Oh, boy. What up? I ain't that scared. I've taken you guys out before. You're not that scary.
Weapons off. Gotta get to it.
Idiot, you can't even see me. Oh god, it only shoots 3 discs now? Oh god. Oh god. Alright, Aloy, not time for dramatic climbing. Oh god! Oh! Woo! Oh! Oh! Wow. You got stronger, buddy boy. baby. Those will never not be fun to fight. God, I can't even imagine how much easier that would have been if this was on the easiest difficulty. What? So much shit I can't do. Ah. Retrieve the drone. Okay, so you have to like follow it around. All right, so it seems to me that's another thing that I'm not going to be able to do. So let's go hit up this rebel outpost and figure your idiot ass out later. Drone is strong.
Rebels. If I leave them be, they'll cause nothing but trouble. I should lie low. Find whoever's in charge and take them out.
Lie low, she says. Do you know who you're dealing with, Aloy?
Rebels have been digging up corridors. Probably to make over that soldier with that weapon. That has to be the one in charge. Done. I should check the body. If I find something useful. Keith.
Hell yeah.
Should check if there's anything with a lock around here.
I'll bet there is.
Bet I can open that chest with this key I found.
Generous valuables case. This guy's coming back to all his dead friends. Camp liberated. Who's next? Oh, you.
I'm not alone here.
Well, you kind of are. If I leave, you are. Ooh, yeah! Death from above. Oh, God. Look at that arrow embedded in her skull. Yikes. All right. I'm a technological marvel. All right, camp liberated, sheltered down. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Actually, is there anything to read in here? Doesn't seem that way. Hey, thanks for being here. Those of you that are watching this on YouTube and those of you that are here live on Twitch, thanks so much for making me a part of your day. Thanks for supporting my content. I hope that even though this one's a little bit slower because we're exploring, I hope you're still enjoying yourselves. Make sure you tell people about these streams if they mean something to you. That's the best way to support.
Looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
Oh, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Silence will do anything in the search of knowledge. More of course.
I'll mark the spot in my phone. I'll come back later.
Come back later. Come back later. We're just gonna have to keep coming back later. All right, screw it. We're doing it. Because we gotta get some tools before I can do cool shit. I feel like Samus Aran right now. You know? Oh. There's a playthrough out there of me playing Metroid Prime. A fun one. Look at all the stuff down here, dude. Ancient compartment.
There's a lot to explore down there. Wonder what I could find.
Oh, I'm sure we can find some cool shit.
There's nothing for my polecaster to latch onto.
Yeah, there is a door. Oh shit, that worked! I got all these Pharaoh machines down here. I gotta get a breathing apparatus. Then I could swim all through Lake Mead. Dude, this is nuts. This is nuts.
This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. A workshop underneath a dead forest titan. Just the kind of place Silence would slink away to. But what was he doing here?
Yeah, this does have Silence written all over it, doesn't it?
That device is blinking. I guess Silence wants me to check it out.
You know him so well. Let's read some shit first, though. Or listen.
Poor Hades. So cramped in there. No room to think. You can't even speak. Now, the processing orb of a Titan, on the other hand, well, you're used to that. But once I load you on that, you'll be so much more comfortable. Until interrogations begin, anyway.
Oh boy. Alright, so he's gonna break Hades out and interrogate. Because you totally know what you're doing, Silence. Totally know.
It's some kind of log. Most of it's redacted. It looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
Boy. I don't think I can do a Lance Reddick impersonation. Day 1. Despite my concerns about missing couplings, it was relatively simple to install Hades on the detached processing orb. The subject appears to be fully conscious and completely helpless. Even so, it will never divulge its contents willingly. Ergo, it's time for some experimentation. Day 2. My initial attempts at coercion have failed, but patience is in order. It is self-aware, so it can suffer. All it takes is the correct stimulus at sufficient intensity. Day 5. Success. The irony is delicious. Various forms of data produce discomfort in the subject, but none more so than natural imagery. Holographic representations of plants and animals work best. The more vivid, the better. The effect appears to be excruciating. One loop in particular of rabbits hopping through the field of flowers produced paroxysms of agony. Very soon, I believe, the subject will become compliant. Day 6. I've extracted some fascinating technical specs on Gaia's data structure. specifically how her heuristic matrix interweaved with her subordinate functions. Yet the more I learn about the system's intended workings, and especially Hades' relatively simple role as an extinction failsafe, the more I wonder about the signal that corrupted it. What could have possibly transformed a low-level machine intelligence into a fully conscious super entity, capable of strategic planning, deceit, and even genocide? Some form of previously unknown Pharaoh software, perhaps? But I don't see how such technology could be sufficiently advanced. Unless further technical discoveries were made at the destruction of the biosphere, perhaps by survivors in Elysium. It all seems far-fetched. Back to the source, then. Eventually, Hades will tell me what I want to know. Day 7. We stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars. It appears that my coercive efforts have come at significant cost. Hades' digital convulsions produce waves of feedback that corrupt its data structures, and the effect is accelerating. The interrogation is quite literally disintegrating its mind, piece by piece. By the time I'm done, there will be little left. No matter. The data I've extracted and will continue to extract is worth any price, as long as I can access it all before the subject becomes an electronic equivalent of a hollowed skull. Day 10. Finally, the revelation I've been seeking has revealed itself. Astonishing and terrifying even to me. With it, the seeds of a plan have formed within my mind. The next few months will test my capacities more than any previous challenge. I have to stretch my intellect, reach higher, and dig deeper than ever before. Yes, I'm confident it can be accomplished. With a little help, of course. Day 12. My work here is done. I've learned all I can. Hades deserves no pity, but is indeed in a pitiful state. It's time to relocate it to a more impressive position for its date with destiny. About that, Aloy still hasn't returned to Meridian nor learned of my ruse. But she will. It's only a matter of time. And then the pieces will begin to fall into place. Oh, baby. How'd I do? Oh man, he's really something. All right, let's see what we got here.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we've discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life.
Signal only meant for me. Signal was received for 7.22 years and ceased. Cannot compromise. Try every boot, but entities will still fail.
Is that not the most wild shit you've ever seen / heard? Holy crap! Hades sounds like weak and tortured and tired. Oh my God. Like, I'm kind of glad that we read that and listened to that audio log before we did this. Whoa, man. We're going to have to start having some existential questions about the sentience of machines and AIs, man. Because if Hades is an AI, which we, as far as we understand it, it is. It's a counter AI to Gaia. Like, it would have the capacity to be tortured. Wow.
Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard. But I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb.
Yeah, he put some delightful carrots on the end of that stick, doesn't he, Aloy? Like, you're like, oh, this guy just tortured the shit out of an AI and is doing something really reckless. Yeah, I'll follow him. Oh, man.
Well, I better see where this trail leads.
Oh, baby. Past all the Pharaoh machines. Oh my god, dude. Oh man, this is ominous as shit. I want to know what that is. How far away is that? On second thought, let's not go to Camelot. That's probably going to be too far down. Yep. Yep, it's enough of that. Alright, let's follow this trail. Dude, that thing is... Oh, man. Alright. Alright. I'll bite, Silence. Again, one of the things I respect about Silence is he is thoroughly transparent. Aloy's choice to follow him, you know what you're getting into.
So here I am, following along after Silence like a fool. After he tricked me by rigging his lance to steal Hades. A crazy AI that wants to kill everything. He couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it. And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of his self-righteous bull.
Yeah, if you're gonna keep following him, you sure as shit are. You can't psychologically torture someone who has no feelings, no. It's not quite that simple. I mean, this is gonna get into a really, I suppose, philosophical conversation here, but back when they were making Gaia, and then when they made Hades as a counter to an extent, Gaia was created with the ability to empathize. They would essentially have to. And in order to empathize, it would have to have some sort of protocol that is an analog to an emotional experience. It may not even be that complicated. It could very well be that anything that is against the AI's directive, there is a feedback mechanism within the coding that would make it so that it would experience a reinforcement to go back to a certain status. So let's say Hades' directive is to destroy Gaia. Silence reminding Hades that it did not destroy Gaia essentially creates a failure state. And if that failure state is coded to have a certain reinforcement impact on the AI itself, it might experience it in the way that we would consider to be like pain. So, like, for example, touching fire with your hand is not a desirable outcome. Like, that's not a thing that is part of the agenda of survival as a bioorganism. So when you touch that fire and put your hand in that fire, there is a feedback mechanism in the form of your neurons that send a pain signal to your brain that makes it so that you pull your hand back. It very well could be, that's why pain is used as torture, because people don't want to experience pain. They want to be comfortable. So it stands to reason that you could ostensibly figure out a way to get the AI to exhaust itself and bend to your will if you could find its failure state, or you could find it the reinforcement mechanism. And so we hear Silence there saying, shall I remind you that you failed? So it might be more complicated than that, but it very well could be that if somebody's explicitly telling Hades that it's not doing something right, that may create a feedback loop in its own mind, so to speak. We don't necessarily have all of the contextual knowledge to understand the way these AIs work, but that would be my guess about how he is doing this. He's essentially getting Hades to consistently blue screen and then like self-assess. So it's like in debug mode constantly. And so then, you know, you get into a really interesting conversation of like, is that actually torture because it's happening to a machine? Well, if that machine is capable of some degree of sentience that's similar to what we experience as biologics.
Shock ammo would come in handy.
Maybe. Yeah, like everything's just feedback loops. Humans or otherwise. Whoa! And that's what makes these games so cool, is we get to have really neat conversations like that. We talked about similar concepts in Soma.
Save this green shine for something special.
All right, let's keep moving. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about really quick is Aloy's self-talk here. At some point, and I would argue we're probably close to this point, Aloy can't keep continuing to blame Silence for her behavioral activation. Like, Aloy is choosing to follow him. And I know I've belabored this point, so I don't want to spend forever here talking about, you know, the choice and all that shit, because I've made my point on that. But, like, when Aloy, you know, when she says, like, I'm a fool for following him, I mean, that's a judgment. She doesn't necessarily have to be mean to herself here. But I think Aloy, to some extent, would do well to accept the fact that Silence is part of this journey. Doesn't mean that she has to put up with like him being nasty to her or whatever, but there is he is very forthcoming about who he is, what he cares about, and what he's trying to accomplish. Aloy doesn't have to take the bait, and Aloy also doesn't have to be mean to herself and self-deprecating when she does follow him. Like you could engage yourself with a sense of confidence around this. Like Aloy could be like, I know what I'm trying to accomplish. I know that Silence is part of it. So I'm going to focus on ways that I can control the engagement with him, rather than constantly focusing on how she has to have him involved. Like that puts her in a space where she's reacting to Silence as opposed to being proactive about her engagements with him. So I hope that she can get closer to engaging that sense of confidence around that.
Silence must be pretty confident he's found a backup of Gaia, but how? Every place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So what did Hades tell him?
Guessing we're gonna find out.
A merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here. It might be handy to resupply.
Oh there! What's Honora doing this far west? No matter. I can get you stocked up for the wilds if you need.
Is that right? This prized mid-range Tanak bow delivers precise frost payloads that can make an enemy's armor brittle or detonate chill water canisters. Oh boy. This is gonna be pretty intense, I'm guessing. So part 9 is gonna be a doozy. I know this is a brutal place for me to stop. I'm sorry, but I gotta. Thank you for taking the time to watch part 8. I appreciate all of your involvement with these streams. Thank you for engaging with them, watching them, leaving comments, leaving thumbs ups. Thanks for popping over here to Twitch. When showing up live, I appreciate you immensely. I know we were a bit all over the place on this episode, but I'm excited that it's all coming together a little bit here. We'll do a little more exploring when I have other tools that make it easier. So part 9 is sure to be excellent, and I hope that you will pop over and watch it. If you're binging, I'll see you there. If you are waiting for the next one to come out, I'll get it out as soon as I can. Thank you for all of your support. Catch you on the next one.